Hey guys, Invader Kim here with a new video about PAX Day. I wanted to make a video about strategies to farming solo. This game gets easier once you've made some magic items, but before you get to that point, you are stuck needing to farm up required items without it, and that can be challenging. I spent a few hours doing just that the other day on stream, and wanted to go over the technique I used to farm relatively safely and help you secure your first magic items. The first thing you will want to do is to get some decent HP regen food. Potions help a lot too. Anything you can craft will be better than not having it. If you're solo, this will take some grinding. Not having access to healing items and HP regen food will make the downtime between pulls take forever. A little bit of preparation will go a long way to make your hunting smoother in the long run. You're also going to want a bow and arrows. The regular ones work, but I have focused on pushing my trade skills up to craft my own items, so I'm using wrought iron arrows, which help do some extra damage. A bow is essential in farming solo for many reasons, but especially in the camps where you want to pull specific targets and de-aggro the rest. I also highly suggest a one-handed mace and shield for your melee weapon combo. The Shield Bash plus Slam spell combo is very good at locking down targets. The rotation I try to use is starting off with Shield Bash, left click twice, then Slam, and then keep left clicking until the target dies. You can time your block to take stamina damage instead of health if needed. This can be very useful on some targets that have combo chain attacks, where some hits hit harder, or if you're lower health and are avoiding a death. We'll start with the Inquisitor towers, more specifically the Tier 1 and Tier 2 towers. I will cover the Tier 3 towers in a later video, as that will take a bit more preparation to do them safely solo. They can be challenging without a proper technique. You can accidentally pull a lot more mobs than intended. You will want to find a decent layout for a tower. There are a couple easier tower layouts, but I haven't explored every single one to say exactly what tower will work best for you. You should try to find one that you can run around fairly easy and not run into extra NPCs around it, in case you need to kite away further than normal. Bonus points if it's close to a respawn shrine in case you die, for faster corpse recovery. I prioritized farming up Fireball, Mesmerize, and Pacify, and noticed that the closest tower to me that had the Mesmerize boss was also spread out in mobs and would be a great spot to farm them without too much hassle, so this is the tower I farmed for cracked and worn out lockets. Just find a tower that matches these criteria near you to be efficient in your own farming. I do have a guide on how to find specific bosses near you, so make sure to check that out if you don't know how. To pull properly and not get yourself killed, you need to make sure you hit what you are targeting with a bow. The technique you use is called kiting in most games, as you lure them towards you while dealing damage to them when they can't hit you. The different NPCs will have different skill sets, so be careful. Archers are the easiest to kill, just keep them at range. They don't hurt too bad with their arrows, but will definitely mess you up if you get too close and they swap to their knife. If you pull multiple NPCs with one shot, just run away a bit until the rest de-aggro you. The target you've damaged will stay aggroed to you longer than a secondary pull. This is why you want to make sure you're running away somewhere without other NPCs around. Nothing is worse than accidentally running into more mobs. Once you pull with your bow, you just kill the mob with the melee combo I mentioned before. Make sure to take some time to regen your health if it gets low. It's not worth the risk of dying trying to kill something with low health. You can also just kill NPCs with your bow, but you will use a ton of arrows. Another useful tip is that you can rapid shot your bow by aiming and just spamming left click, instead of drawing it all the way back. I actually didn't know about this until I was killing on stream and Dave mentioned it. You'll use arrows more quickly with this technique, but it can let you kill things much faster. I suggest trying this out on the mages, as they can really hurt if they get their fire dot on you before you kill them. You can also try to bait out specific spells from them. Sometimes their AI gets a bit buggy, so if you move closer and force them to cast their ground AoE, you can then step away and swap to your bow and spam shots on them while they are trying to cast a fireball on you. You can also just kite them around with your bow, but if you keep them out of casting range too long, they will de-aggro, and start leashing back to their home point. This can also be used to your advantage though, because they take a few seconds to regen their health, so you can keep leashing them and immediately hit them again with your arrows to re-pull them towards you, dwindling their health down until death. Some of the bosses you want to target will be fire mages, so being able to kill them effectively will be very beneficial for you. You can easily farm these camps solo without magic with these techniques and a little practice. I will be going over the other towers and caves and how to solo them in future videos. I wanted to start off with the Inquisitors as a few of the best spells come from them, so you will want to focus farming them and their cracked and worn out lockets as soon as possible on your own character. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to like and subscribe so you can stay up to date when I post a new video. And as always, I'll be back with another video soon.